my night. First broadcast for this scene was unfortunately ended in error a few minutes after it started, so this is a restart.
Take
As
two.
we were, take two, as we were in a car in a Ford Fusion,
Hmm.
heading to New Jersey, and it's about 45 minutes. And the Toreador kind of think it's not the best situation for him to be in. It's he's sitting beside a stranger who is probably still in trance, although that could, I mean, if he has true faith, then uh, or enough willpower, then all that can get worn off. And but he's low on blood, and the offer to go hunt in a different city is not an offer to be turned down lightly. So we'll see how far this go.
Okay.
Adrian, you're driving?
Yep. Yep. I'm driving at a leisurely pace. Like I'm not sitting there doing any sort of crazy ass stunt driving or anything. So I'm not even going to worry about rolling dice for drive. Like I can if you'd like, but like
Did you
I have drive and can do that, but I don't particularly
not
want to
fast enough
crash.
to get a speeding ticket and not slow enough to be stopped for
Right, right. Not fast enough for a speeding ticket, but fast enough to keep up with traffic.
uh,
Um, Let me find. Okay, so basically we drive and we're driving and we're driving and we end up taking the Lincoln Tunnel. Um, and we drive on the Lincoln Tunnel, and I, out of character, live in the Midwest, so I don't know how far the Lincoln Tunnel is, but it's a major thing apparently between Jersey and New York. So I'm gonna say it's pretty long. Um, Basically, we end up pulling off just outside of the Lincoln Tunnel in New Jersey, um, into this little truck stop. Like I don't want to say little because the place is actually fairly decently large, and it's called Big Rig Dollhouse Gentlemen's Club. It's
the big
actually
rig.
got a yeah, Big Rig Dollhouse. It's a gentleman's club. It's a strip club right across the street from a truck stop.
I was about to say big rig. That's probably a trucker.
Yep, yep. There is a 18-wheeler truck stop right across the street. So if for some reason John decides he wants to go get a Slurpee, feel free, or a burrito or something. Um, but yeah, so we pull in, and the place it's full of truckers. Like the truck stop itself is a truck stop. Like it's an active truck stop, and there are people coming in and out of this place.
Um, I've been to Canadian one, but as far as I understand, American ones are usually much bigger due to market size.
The parking lot for the Big Rig truck stop actually looks as so.
Oh, cool. So
Like
quantity.
that is an aerial view of the Big Rig truck stop.
That's
And the
see.
front of Big Rig Dollhouse looks as such.
That's not what did I
I
just
don't know if you could get a lot of detail from
say it again? The screen
that.
switched to me. Okay, put it again. It doesn't look not classy at all.
Yeah, it's not a classy place. It's a truck stop strip club. So like take that for what you want. But this is the place that the guy's taking. And he's saying that yeah, I feed here all the time.
So my question was, is it, I mean, it's never face safe to feed, but is there anyone actively monitoring this place for vampiric activity or feeding? Like if I start feeding, I mean, short of pissing off the errant guru, will I piss off any vampire who owns this location?
Uh, you're asking him in character.
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna kind of after he gets in, he's gonna put it in park. After he parks, he's gonna look over at you and go, I feed here, and I don't. really have a problem. So,
Okay.
like, I really don't think so. But,
So
you
there's
know,
two ways, I guess. I can roleplay the feeding or I can roll it. I'm gonna do a bit of both. But
okay,
I need a lot of blood.
okay. So yeah, he's getting out and he's going into the strip club.
I'll go in first with you, just to see the
Okay.
place, and you can just interact with
Um,
me and show
there's
me.
some bouncers. They look at him and kind of nod. He kind of nods to them and points his thumb at you. He's here with me. They're like, okay,
Also, do you know them?
yeah, that's Jimmy and that's Tony. Like he says as they walk by, as he walks by them, and they kind of look at each other puzzled, but don't say anything to contradict that.
I'm trying to see. Uh, here's the hunting domain. No, that's not a domain. That's the wrong page. Fame, herd, no, anchor, virtues, blah blah blah. Heightened senses. Does it make hunting?
What's going on?
At the storyteller option, this makes the hunting easier. So depend if it's something I can enhance my senses. It may.
Okay.
Uh, um, boom. The nature of the vampires to hunt. For each hour, the vampire spent searching for human prey. Allow the player to make a roll against difficulty based on the area in which the vampire hunts. The attribute and ability uh, combination should correspond to the method by which the player described the hunting. For example, appearance and subterfuge may represent a lusty tryst at a nightclub that ends in one of the lovers slacking her thirst. Stamina would suggest harrowing chase across a city. So running, depending if I'm gonna run after people. I guess here is gonna be appearance and subterfuge. Lusty
Um,
tryst at a nightclub.
well, I mean, you're at a strip club. I mean, theoretically, if you wanted, you could pay a girl for a lap dance in a private room and feed off of her there.
I will need to pay a lot of girls tonight, and I will do that. I will also do that. So the
Okay.
difficulty, slum or the rack will be difficulty 4. Lower income bohemian will be 5. Downtown business will be 6. Warehouse districts will be 6. Suburb will be 7. Heavily patrolled area will be 8. So this is a slum the rack, which is 4, but it's heavily patrolled because there's bouncers looking at protecting the girls.
I'd I'd say it's probably a six then, somewhere in the middle. So,
So I will roll appearance and subterfuge. And that's, I guess, just to find someone.
so
Because
wait, what are you
logic,
rolling for right now?
appearance and subterfuge. So
Okay.
nature for each spent searching for human prey, allow the player to make a roll against the difficulty. First, I'm rolling, and then I'll see what um, what's the next step.
Okay.
I haven't hunted for years using the masquerade system.
Like you really shouldn't necessarily have to hunt. Like I said, I mean, there's strippers here, and they're more than willing to do whatever for money. Um, so I mean, like if you have cash and you're willing to pay them, I'm sure they're willing to do whatever. Like, are you trying to feed off of a stripper or a trucker or
Um,
a
some I will
security
pay,
guard or
some I will pay, and if I can find a way to search, like hunt for somebody that I don't have to um like to pay,
right?
then I'll do that as well. But those available for me to pay, I will. Like how many strippers are there?
There's, I'd say there's probably 30 here.
I would basically need to drink from 1 point from a third of them, or 2 points from for like a percentage of the girls in this place. So I would rather not exclusively eat strippers.
Okay. Um, so then what do you want to do at this point then? I guess really is where
So
I'm at.
my appearance per subterfuge is 5, so I'm just gonna roll that first.
Okay.
So that's 5 dice. Opening dice stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm, That's only one roll. That doesn't make sense. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Ah, I clicked on 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. Boom. Much better. So the one canceled the 9, right?
Right.
And the 8 is the only success.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, you found somebody.
All right, let's see what does that mean. So next step.
Um, what kind of person were you looking for, pray tell? Like, I
Um,
get you're looking for somebody to feed
my
on, but
guess,
were you
my guess
looking
is
for
all the
like,
women. My guess is all the women are strippers. There's rarely any women who are not working here.
well,
This is
there's
good.
there's a couple. I'd say there's a couple women truckers in here, but most of the like decent looking women in here. I don't know like if
Cool.
he's looking for a specific type of woman or what, but most of the decent
No, for
women.
now I'm looking for a drunk truck driver, drunk customers in the place.
Okay, yeah, yeah. There, I'd say there's two. Yeah.
So success on this roll indicate that the vampire has found and subdued, actually subdued as well, prey in a manner appropriate to her method and the area. She may now
Okay.
invest as many blood points as she wishes to take from the victim, or if the soul is a single die worth of blood points. Failure indicates that the hour is spent looking fruitlessly, while a botch indicates a complication. Uh, accidentally kill, pick up a disease, enter a domain of a rival vampire, suffers an assault. We didn't have a botch. If the character cares. So how many blood can we take without? Um,
Like if you take the general rule of thumb I've always seen, and an ST may at some point come back and view the scene and go, no, hold on, there's an issue here. But the general rule of thumb, what I've seen, is if you take three, they pass out from blood loss, but they're not in immediate need of medical assistance.
yeah, that's what I remember.
So then, yeah, I'm gonna say if that's what you remember, and that's definitely what I remember, then I'm gonna just roll with that for the time being.
Okay, I'll take 3 points. I'll also order a big jug of orange juice for him, and I'll make sure
Okay.
he drinks it.
Okay.
I'll pretend I'm helping him who's being drunk and that the juice is good for him. I'll also buy him some food, so I guess I'll spend like $15. Um,
$15. Okay, so with $15, what I'm gonna say is because I've been to truck stops and ordered food, $15. You just bought this dude a double cheeseburger and a side of fries.
and how's any kind of
So,
anything with sugar? Any big juice with sugar? Would that be like $3, $4?
an orange juice, for a large orange juice, I'd say probably yeah, about $3. Sounds pretty
Let's say
accurate to me.
I spent about 20 in total.
15, yeah, 18, something like
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
Uh, I'll 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 put at the higher end of the tipping just so that people don't feel so they feel like less inclined to judge me, I guess. Uh, so that was 1 hour. Did you?
Yeah.
Not that I'm checking if you're hunting or not. It's not like if you're full, you're full, right? So, and I'm too busy doing what I'm doing, so I didn't notice what you were doing. But I'll.
Actually, in that hour, after that hour's up, are you going looking for Adrian?
Yes, I tried within the hour to not disappear, and I would have, if you were at the table, I would have brought him to our table or asked you to join us in our table
Okay.
for the chat.
Um, yeah, I
But
mean, like, are you feeding at the table
pretty
or?
much, yeah.
Okay. Um,
I have performance acting 3. Should I roll that? Would that help?
I would. That's just me.
Would that be performance appearance?
I would say
Or is it dexterity? Um,
I would say it's probably.
dexterity. There's many options for
Uh,
this thing.
give me 1 second.
Um, manipulation. I guess it's more like manipulation or the
Yeah, I
dexterity
would
or
say probably
manipulation.
manipulation performance.
So it's
Because you're trying to convince other people that you're doing something that you're not.
I'm helping. So I rolled. Oh, I didn't clear, but I think it's enough successes.
I didn't see the roll. Oh
Six.
shit! Oh balls. Okay.
No, no, the last
What
six.
am
Only count the last six dices. The last six
only count the
dices,
last
which
six
is
dice?
8,
Okay.
10, 5, 5,
Um,
9, 7. So people thought I'm saving his life.
yeah, I'm gonna say you have. Hold on. 4 successes. So yeah, yeah. I mean, you
Eight,
did it
eight,
just fine.
7. Yeah, so now I'm gonna clear so I don't get this thing get bigger.
Yeah, Adrian's just kind of gonna watch you do your thing, and then when you're done, he's like, okay, cool.
Um,
Congratulations, by the way. You got every ounce of blood that you used or that you took from him is actually clean blood.
that helps for now.
So you have now found a clean feeding supply outside of your normal, however you're getting blood on the regular.
You meaning he wasn't, there was no diseases, there was no.
Yeah, no, there's no diseases. The shit that's plaguing New York right now that everybody's like, oh my God, I
Okay.
need blood. Yeah, no, you've got clean blood right
Cool.
here.
Next,
Oh, you're
do
going
you
again? Okay,
do you wanna hunt? I'm at 8. I need a little bit more, and I cannot.
okay.
I'm not gonna mention how much I drink because I don't want you to guess my generation, but
Right, no, that's totally cool. That's fine.
you will guess it before I'm done. And
Uh, I I as a person right now am in that state where I'm just like I'm narrating the scene and I hope he's enjoying this. Like,
do you? I'm gonna ask in character. Do you need to hunt or are you full?
no, I'm good. I'm good, brother.
Do you mind if I spend a little bit more time looking for?
He kind of
I'm
waves
starving.
his hand. No, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Okay, so let's try again. Let's hope we don't. Um, in case botches or I find some. So the roll was subterfuge. Um, appearance subterfuge, which is 5. How come my subterfuge is only 1 point? That's pathetic. Yes, it is. It is pathetic. So let me know when you roll 5 points. Appearance subterfuge. That will determine if I found anyone.
Give me 1 second.
I guess if I burn a point of blood to activate awe, it will make that roll easier.
Okay. Um, go ahead and do your roll. Like basically any dice rolls, I'm gonna need you to do. If I need to roll dice or whatever at any point.
So I'll do 5 dice for appearance. Subterfuge. Ah, not bad. 8, 10, 5, 7, 8, and the difficulty is 6.
Tens are exploding
Four,
tens, right?
4 successes. What's an exploding 10?
Okay, with that question, I'm going to assume no. Cool.
Okay. So 4 successes.
Yeah, you're good.
Um, I guess if I take um 2 points per 8, that should be more than enough. What am I at? 6. Yeah, that should be more. 1 or 2 points per person should put me up to full.
So we have two passed out dudes at the table then.
Uh, no, I let's so this was 4 successes. So I found uh, two group of people sitting.
Oh wow.
I was
Okay.
able to talk to them and
So
subdue them.
this table is not big enough for everyone. So when you get your huge amass of people at that point, Adrian kind of looks at you and goes, um, "Dude, it kind of looks like you're a little crowded here. So I'm going to actually excuse myself so you can handle your business."
Yeah. And the way I'll try and get them separate from each other is I'll invite them for lap dances.
Okay.
And as I go, like was one of them, I get him a stripper. I'll drink a
Okay.
point. And so I guess for the 4 guys, I got them four strippers, and I got one
Okay.
for myself to pretend to give myself a reason to go with them. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a stripper, you pay them enough, they'll take you to a back private room or whatever.
yeah,
So,
so but I needed to go with 2 strippers at a time, and one of these guys with me each time.
oh yeah, you can
So
you can take a freaking stripper
so I'll say
and
I took all four to the back.
like
I got 4 girls. I got all 4 of us about 5 dances. Four
you want to
girls
free
by hmm? So five
do what?
dancers, five dancers by 5 songs.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
25 songs. How much is it per song?
I'm gonna say it's about $10 a song.
So so for 25, I spent about $250 worth on songs, and
Okay.
I bought a round of again the round of like food because I don't want
Food
them
and
to pass
juice.
out. So I got the table enough grease for $50
Okay.
and try to get them to drink sugary orange juice as opposed to beer, but
Okay.
convinced them to do it.
Cool beans. Cool
Um,
beans.
so I spent about 350 with tip. Um, so 350 was tip to get all these people um, drink, and then avoided drinking from strippers. Um, not that truckers are cleaner than strippers, but I have a saying that strippers already are on the lookout for people trying to take advantage of their bodies. And
Right.
a
Right.
lot of people think that they're easy targets, so they go for them. So they're more likely to, um, like to have a Sin City scenario going on my ass.
Right.
Um, and the world of dark, the way I look at the world of darkness, strippers and prostitutes are not as easily accessible as they are in real life.
Right.
So more or less, I'll try to avoid them if I can.
I don't know about you, but real world, I don't know any. So, like, I don't think I've ever met one. I probably have, but I don't know if I have. But, anyways, so
In real world, they
so yeah.
don't carry brass
Um,
knuckles. They don't carry guns with them. They don't carry like alarm systems. They don't carry big whistles so they can call each other and beat the shit out of you if you cross one of them. But in World of Darkness, they will.
oh yeah, no. In World of Darkness, generally, I will go feed from a stripper in a back room, uh, and just call it a day. But like, I'll leave them there. I'm that type of player. I'm sadistic as shit. I'm just like, I don't care if you bleed out. Fuck off.
As long as you don't know about it, that's fine.
Right, right. I'm just like,
Yeah.
whatever. Don't care. Have fun.
So,
You're a stripper. You're a World of Darkness piece of shit.
did you want to show up? Did you want to be there for when the girls were dancing? Do you want me to get you some dances?
No, Adrian's just like, nah, dude. This is like where I feed on the regular.
Okay,
I've
I'll
seen
get.
everything here.
I'll leave it one of the pictures at the table so you can have a picture.
Actually, as a matter
I'll
of fact, when you offer to buy Adrian a dance, he's like, no, no, buddy. I can't afford them. And
no,
if they're not prostitutes, I really can't afford them. So no, I'm good.
no. This is like a little thank you note for bringing me here.
Nah, like I said, dude, I'm here all the time. Trust me, I'm
Okay.
I'm good.
Um, I'll hit Um, three. So I spent about 370. I got back up to full, and I'm good for New Jersey. This is a nice place. Um,
1 second. Okay, what was that? Sorry, I had a large moving truck drive by, so I couldn't really hear.
an actual truck.
Yeah, like real world, there's actually a moving truck on the road. Um,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a 370 shorter, one of the best $370 I've ever spent, considering how dry New York, the curse happening in New York, and um, it's a win-win. Everybody wins except the first guy who lost 3 points of blood. He got a little bit
so yeah,
screwed. I mean, he didn't get drink,
so
so
you get your
and
drink,
yeah.
you
Do
get
you
your
have
drink on
anything?
for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Do you have any um, do you have any other business you want to conduct in New Jersey?
No, no, he's kind of here because you entranced him and told him you wanted to go see his place, and he's like, yeah, sure.
And yeah, might as well head back.
Like after you're done feeding, he's going to ask you for like the number to the Brewhop Primogen,
Well, say
but
if you give me your number, I can give him your number and I can have you call you. I can have him call you.
he
It's just more,
he
it's,
gestures
it's
towards you
less
and
likely, it's less likely of him to get pissed off at you and me if I give away your
yeah,
number.
he kind of smiles and goes, yeah, you've got my card. My number's on there.
Yeah. So I'll open the phone and I'll SMS Tim the information, the name. I'll take a
Okay.
I'll take a picture of the business card and SMS it to him.
Okay. I would say blue book it so that the SD can pass the SMS on.
Yeah. And do you want to go back to Manhattan or do you want to stay here for a day?
He is all about going back to Manhattan and heading back up to Harlem. Like he's going to be like, dude, I've got some business I've got to finish up in Harlem. Like
All
I've
right.
got to head up
Ah,
there. Sea Dog like told me I needed to go there, so I need to go there.
who's Sea Dog?
Sea Dog is a Crip.
Ah, Underworld. Streetwise or Underworld?
He's the leader of a Crip street gang.
Which would be
He's he's a contact I have when I need crazy questions asked and answered.
that would be a contact from the Underworld or a contact from the Streetwise?
I actually would say it's Contact Street. Um, it's represented on the sheet as contacts, so I
So
would say
then,
it's probably Street because Underworld represents more so organized crime and whatnot,
yeah.
as far as I'm under the understanding. So
So I'll head. Let's head back and yeah, let's head back.
okay, so he will walk out, tip the gentleman at the door, and walk back to the Fusion, unlock the car, get in.
Um,
By the way, I totally forgot to mention the car itself is a stick as long as I can drive stick. I believe Drive One lets me drive a stick shift. So, but
that's
if not,
pretty
it's
anachronistic.
automatic. So
That's pretty anachronistic, and I used to drive a tank stick, so
I absolutely love stick shifts, like real
I,
world.
I
So
my character was actually a tank mechanic.
besides, oh nice, nice. No, like if you say anything about it in character, I actually have a response for it. So
You have what, sorry? I'll say it in character. Yeah, in character, I'll say I used to repair tanks.
do what?
In character, I'll say I was a tank mechanic in World War II.
Oh nice, nice. I was a point man in a special forces unit in Operation Desert Shield.
Nice. Which theater?
Do
Which theater of war was that? You said Point Man where?
Desert Shield was 91's
Stanley Field. Okay.
91's war in Iraq.
That wasn't we weren't supposed to lose a lot of people there.
Do what?
We weren't supposed to lose a lot of people there.
Yeah, no, things didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
I'm honestly looking back on it, things never really go as planned when it comes to war.
So we'll head back. I'll press you again for the same questions I asked you, but you already managed to not to avoid them, so the same thing still applies.
Yeah,
Um, and anything else? Yeah,
yeah,
when we
he'll
head back, I'll say, do you have a place to stay in Manhattan?
yeah, I've got an apartment in my office.
Okay. Um, I have an extra room, but it's not underground. It's sun protected, but the window is not very. Is not. I mean, if somebody scratches the glass, then you know, you understand.
Yeah, no, like I appreciate the offer, but no offense. Like my place is my place. I know where all my weaponry is, and if anybody comes in, there's only one way in. So, you know, kind of make a make a funnel.
Yeah. So
Hoorah.
I'll ask I'll sorry, what was that? What was I gonna do now? I'll ask you to drop. I'll try and manipulate you through entrancement and manipulation to drop me at your place so I know where your place is. I figured if you already know where I
Um,
am,
yeah, I mean,
is it the
it,
same
like,
address as the business card?
yeah, it's actually the same address as the business card. It is a decently sized building. And on it, it says floor four, Hunters Hunted, private investigation firm.
I'll ask to go upstairs just to see the place on the inside.
Okay. He'll walk in the building. Hey, Joe. Hey, Mr. Hunter. How's the family doing? They're all right. Susie went to college. Oh, good, good. What's she going for? Psych. Good, good. She gets out and decides she wants to do something. Uh, I know, Mr. Hunter. I'll send her your way. That's my man. He walks off to an elevator and presses the button. Waits right there for a second.
And
Ding.
ding, you go.
Elevator door opens. Yep. Presses number four. Elevator goes up.
Um, Up, go out, enter the office.
Yeah, it opens up into an office.
The elevator
Um,
goes straight into the office.
yeah, it
Oh,
opens up into like a like little foyer part, but there's a door behind a desk, and he kind of gestures around. This is my home and my
oh,
workspace.
interesting.
There's actually a lady behind the desk. Rather cute lady. Think you've seen the Ghostbusters films, right?
Yes.
I think Janine from the Ghostbusters actually.
Okay.
Um, and he goes, "Oh, hey, Peggy, you're you're here."
The voice is getting metallic. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah,
Your voice is metallic. Just like your voice got metallic.
Sarah never came in. Oh, wow.
Your voice got metallic. I don't know if it was my headphone or if the scene just the hangout thing. Once you started talking to her, your voice was metallic. Hello? Testing. Can you hear me? Ah, it's frozen. Ah, you're back.
Do what?
Your voice was completely gone and your screen was frozen.
Oh, wonderful. Where did you lose
Once
me?
you started talking to the girl.
Oh yeah. Um, he's like, "Oh, Peggy, you're here." "Oh yeah, yeah, Mr. Hunter. Bobby's out working late tonight, so I figured since Sarah wasn't here anyways, I'd stay over." "Oh, good, good. So then I will. Yeah, I'm giving my newly found friend here a tour. He wanted to see the place." "Oh, very nice, Mr. Hunter. Go about your business." And he calls, "No, nothing, Mr. Hunter." Good. So he goes to the door behind the desk and opens it and gestures for you to go in.
Okay. Hi,
Okay.
Peggy. I'm John. You seem to be a bit of a night owl.
"Oh yeah, my boyfriend, he works down at the docks. He's in receiving, so he's kind of busy tonight. So I figured I'd pull in some extra hours." She has that really fucking fucking Fran Drescher voice.
Okay.
She's cute in that,
I
kind of
hope as long
nerdy,
as she
homely
doesn't
kind of
start
way.
laughing.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have the Fran Drescher laugh. Her laugh is
Okay.
much more attractive than that. But her speech is very Fran.
Yeah. And then, nice meeting you, Peggy. And
So yeah.
around,
Likewise, Mr. John. Nice. Likewise.
do I see any
Um.
weapons or any workbenches or any?
No, actually, you see office cubicles. Um. You see on one end is a couple beanbag chairs. There's a couch on another. There's chairs all over the place. There's actually another office in the back, and there's about two other offices on either side. But they're all doors closed. The one in the back says A. Period Hunter, CEO. The others have various letters and last names.
Oh, wow. Let's go sit in your office, talk a little bit of business. Not for long, just 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure thing. So he walks to the back to the office, kind of kicks a beanbag chair out of the way of the door. Fucking kids. And opens the door and walks in.
So you said the desk. I said that I'm assuming there's some seats in
Yeah,
front of
there's
the desk.
there's a couple of seats in front of the desk. There's the desk. The desk is actually a really nice oak desk, and the chair behind it's a really nice office chair. And he sits behind the really nice office chair and kind of kicks his feet up onto his desk and leans back, puts his hands behind his head.
Okay, I'm going to make a roll here.
Oh, business. There are bookshelves. There are books. There is actually a placard, couple of placards behind his head. There are about four of them. There's a fifth actually with medals in it, like military style medals. The most prominent one in that being a Purple Heart. Um, there's what branch of the military were you in? Just out of curiosity.
Thanks. So it would
Uh,
be
Army, Marines.
what went into which year was that? That was in the 1940 May 1943.
Uh,
Actually, I'll tell you in a second which one was.
I'm trying to think. 43 would probably be Army.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, no, you recognize the Purple Heart because that's a universal medal. The others, you see one that looks like it's a rifle. You see one that looks like it's a pistol, dangling off of something. Crossed rifles and pistols. No, the rifle one isn't a cross rifle. It's just a rifle. It says marksmanship underneath it, and then the pistols are cross pistols, and it says marksmanship underneath that. Um,
He was embraced in June
you see,
1943 as the Allies closed in
uh,
and cornered Germans near Tunis. So he was in near Tunisia in 1943. There was a big tank war there. He was in command in four Shermans. It was mostly British, but some Americans. And He was on a personal raid to rob a local bank of its gold with his four tanks and his platoon. He was derailed by enemy fire and ended up close to a museum. Knowing that fighting would result in the destruction of artifacts, he positioned his tanks to defend the block and ended getting mortally wounded by shrapnel. The museum
Gotcha.
curator, a Toreador, was impressed by the sacrifice and more so impressed by John's inspiring presence and decided to embrace John. I actually told you that in character.
Gotcha. Um, yeah. He basically he's like, hmm, well, thank you for your service. Um, I
So the
served
mhm.
and was shot. So,
um yeah, so one of my expertise is larceny, especially with electronic security system, installing them and using them. And if you ever require such services for infiltration or for monitoring, um, I'll be interested to work on that. It helps a lot in killing uh, the boredom of the night.
he kind of nods. Okay.
The
If
other thing is
if we need anything like that, I'll let you know.
what I need is I don't have any of my of the tools I used to play with in the past, so I can do remote listening on Windows from a distance or tapping in
Hmm.
remote video surveillance, and I'm looking for um, commercial grade equipment, none of the spy store shit. I think what I need is will be in the worth of about $20,000, and I'm in the lookout. So if you get any of this equipment that falls under your hands, I'm a buyer. Or
Um, I can I can look into it. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I haven't looked into any of that in a while.
on the plus
Um,
side, once I have this equipment, I'll
not
be
since
much
my
more.
military days.
If I have this equipment, it'll be much easier for me to set up a mini FBI van, if you know what I mean. A
Right,
minified
right.
FBI van. I have the van, but I don't have any
Um,
of the equipment I need.
right. Let me get in touch with my guys. Actually, let me have Peggy out there handle it in the morning because my guys are still breathing. Um, let me have Peggy get in touch with my guys and see what they can do, and I'll see if I can't get some sort of deal brokered.
Excellent. Boon for boon, for money for boon. I'm all good for all. I'm not, I'm not,
Um,
I'm not rich. It will take me time to produce the money. I don't have the cash sitting around. But
right, no money. I'm pretty okay on money for right now.
okay,
Uh,
then
uh,
forget it.
well, tell you what, hold off on any actual you owe me until I get the information for you because I don't want to go, yeah, you owe me a boon of some kind for this if I can't even get you the stuff. You
I
know,
appreciate the offer, but don't worry, I will not owe you any boons if you don't give me any services.
do it.
I will not owe you any boons if you don't give me any services for it. So don't worry about
Right,
that.
right. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want it
Yeah,
to seem like, oh yeah, I can for sure get it every time if my guy doesn't even have access to it.
yeah.
So,
Excellent. Good. It's been a pleasure, Adrian. I hope you find a place in the city. You carve one.
likewise. And he actually kind of gestures over to like this to a door that's off to the right and he goes the apartment.
Ah,
So,
then I'll stand up. I'll wait for you to open, I guess, to introduce the place.
yeah, he'll actually walk you in and it's a full-fledged apartment. Like you go through it and the apartment is stocked.
It's stocked on like normal like chairs and table and furniture, or
Yeah, Everything that someone would need to live in this place, like, is here. There's a TV, there's cable,
TV, computer, sound
there's a
system,
landline phone for Christ's sake. Like,
landline
who the
phone.
fuck uses a landline phone? Yeah.
That's not traceable at all. Wow, nice. Nice setup. Desk, I guess, so you can sit there and write things and
Yeah, there's a desk.
or
There's
read.
actually a laptop on the desk. Um, to the left of the lap or to the right of the laptop is a mouse connected to it. To the right of that is actually a bag that's probably the size of a an old doctor's carry bag, like you would see in an older film, those black, almost like Mary Poppins style doctor's bags.
Yeah,
So,
nice. Oh, one more thing, just to discuss business. I have a little bit of influence in the music industry. I have a little in
hmm
the sorry, entertainment industry. I have a little
hmm
bit more influence with the underworld for hiring mercenaries and getting jobs for mercenaries. I think you're a private investigator, but I kind of get the feel that you're still a hands-on private investigator if you want these kind of jobs.
yeah, pretty
I
much.
don't do
Hold on, I've got a
assassinations.
train coming through. Shit's gonna get really loud real quick.
Go.
Okay, train is still passing. However, it's not blowing anymore. So,
It adds a nice background feel to the
say
broadcast.
what?
It adds a nice background to the broadcast.
I know, right?
Yeah, adds flavor.
Like the Amtrak station though has power plugs, so like I can
Mm.
charge stuff. So
Yeah. And so,
I'm
what,
just at this
what,
point waiting on this train to fully pass, so I don't hear the squeaking of the wheels on the tracks.
what was I saying? It was, um, oh yes, I kind of specialize in getting jobs for mercenaries. I prefer assassinations. I avoid kidnapping. I prefer bodyguard duties and
Really?
minor like larceny for the purpose of collecting money or slighting like if someone is threatening one of my customers, then I can deal with them. I prefer jobs
Huh?
that will kind of maintain my humanity as opposed to jobs that will eat away at my humanity.
Huh? You don't
I've I've
say.
I've I've lost my humanity several times, and it's not a pleasant place to be. I had to fight to regain it back. And
This might
yes,
be something that we talk about at some point. Then, as far as business goes.
um, I figured we're one way or another, we have some points in common um, in our the pies we have our fingers in. Um,
Dear God, this train is going ever.
I have also a little bit of influence with high society for the purpose of getting customers to pay us for mercenaries jobs. So, but I haven't
I
invested.
may, I may at some point need help breaking into that industry.
So hope For as far as boons are concerned, I prefer money and
What was that? You
satisfaction
broke up.
and
Sorry.
boons and services. Hmm?
Hold on.
Sorry, what did
Give
you
me
say?
a minute. This train. Give me a minute. This train's still going and it's making it really hard to hear you. Like I'm having to
Uh,
hold
do
in
I
right
sound
there so
higher?
that I can actually somewhat hear you.
Do I sound higher now?
Okay. Train just. Yeah, you're better now. Plus the train just passed, so you're good.
Okay, I figured if I cover the mic, then
So
it
I
does more.
lost you at as far as boons are concerned. I prefer, and
Hmm.
that's where you cut out.
I prefer money because that's where you can actually measure the value of a job as opposed to boons and delayed satisfaction and delayed services. Um,
Right.
for kind business, I prefer money exchange. For kindred business, I can do boons. That's fine. For
Okay.
masquerade thing, for blood things. In fact, I'm going to consider uh, your help with me to go to New Jersey to be a minor boon. I do owe you a minor favor for that.
Okay.
Uh, it would have been a problem because I had to pick a city at random that I don't know anyone there and go there, and that was a kindred assistance as opposed to a job. So to me,
Right. Right.
this is a minor boon, and I'll let you know that I did. I you probably noticed, but I did entrance you back in the club. So I hope you didn't feel pressured to help me. I'll never know if you helped me of your own will or if you helped me because I was using my Toreador manipulation techniques. But
Can I get 4 dice, please?
yes, sorry, I clear. Oh, now it's clear. Okay, so one, two, three, four. Roll. 7, 6, 10. Whatever you're trying to do.
Do what?
You got a 7, 6, 10, 3.
Okay. Now, like, had no clue, man. Like, thanks for letting me know now, though.
Oh, okay. What was the roll?
I rolled manipulation subterfuge.
Oh, to let me know that you didn't notice.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
So,
That that was not to force you to take me to a hunting ground, but that was to make sure you're not there to on assassination or information collection and any of that.
right,
Uh,
right. No, we're good.
so yeah, it considered a minor boon, and more nice. I needed that. Um, it brings me in contact with my humanity, and hope to see you around.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Like, I'm, I'm gonna actually head out and get back in the car though, so I can head back to Harlem and check this out where Sea Dog was sending me. So,
Oh, okay. So do you mind dropping me somewhere close by to where my club was?
not at all.
It's on the way.
So yeah, he'll go back out. Okay, Peggy, I'm out. Okay, Mr. Hunter, actually, okay, Mr. H, you have fun tonight. Yep, yep.
Nice
Same
meeting you,
thing I
Peggy.
do every night. Yes, you too, Mr. John. So she'll continue filing her paperwork and typing and looking at computer screen, and he'll go down.
We passed by Joe.
Do what?
We passed by Joe.
Yep. Okay, Joe. I'm out for the evening. Well, at least for another couple hours. Okay, Mr. Hunter. You have a good night. Yep,
Good
you
night, Joe.
too. Good night, sir. So he walks out to the Focus, gets in the Focus, unlocks the doors, starts up the Focus,
And take off.
and drive. drives you to wherever you need to go.
At the club.
Hmm.
What time is it? What time is it now? And we had an hour to go,
Um,
2 hours to work, 1 hour to come back. So 5 hours since 7 p.m. So now it's like 2 in the morning.
it's
What time does the sun
about
take?
midnight.
7,
Well,
6?
give about 30 minutes to inspect the entire office. So it's about 12:30.
Okay. So to me, it's still
It's
what are we?
about
Friday. So
noon.
no, it cannot be noon. It's midnight. But
Well, that's what I'm
Friday,
saying. Like for you, it's basically like noon.
that's true. So, but also the club, it's Friday night, so the club is actually
Yeah,
busy
yeah.
today.
It's New York. Your club's still going.
Cool. I will invite you to go and attend the club. I think you told me earlier you're going to go tonight, so you probably not gonna care to stay. And you go on with your thing.
Yeah.
Then I'll go make sure there's no people smoking drugs inside the club. There's no suspicious people walking in. There's no weapons. There's no fights. There's no one annoying the girls. No
Uh,
drugs. The
Standard
usual
day at your club.
standard Friday, as opposed as assuming there's any standard Friday
Yeah, yeah. Standard for a Friday. What is standard? But yeah,
for a Friday.
yeah.
And um whatever. So I'll blue book that I SMS'd Bishop. Great. So should we end the broadcast at this point, or
I think unless you've got
do you
something else
want
you want to
to?
do, I think we're good.
That's fine. Do you want me to ST for you what you're doing in Harlem, or
My Harlem thing actually is a Bruja thing. Like I'm going to Harlem specifically for to find the Bruja. So
okay,
that's been
that's
my
good.
intent this entire time is to go find the Bruja.
So, and if we're lucky, we can blue book it in a way that Tim will call me while you're here or while you're on the way, and then I can arrange for him to meet you.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Eventually, if I'm
Tim's
around,
probably going to be up in the morning and available. I was going to get him in on this tonight. Actually, let's go ahead and end the scene, and then I'll talk to you about this.